So if you've been keeping up with what's been going on in the gaming world, then you probably know about Spellbreak. I downloaded it about a week ago, and I'm pretty happy with the way that this game came out. I was really excited about it when I first watched the trailer, and I've been playing a lot over the last week. Graphics kind of remind me of Breath of the Wild, and the gameplay is really different compared to other Battle Royale games. There's no guns, no modern weapons, only magic gauntlets and runes. And this got me thinking about the possibilities of the future of this game, what future updates could bring us. Currently, there are 6 classes to choose from: Frostborn, Conduit, Pyromancer, Toxicologist, Stone Shaper, and Tempest. At first, it seems like a lot to take in, and it is kind of overwhelming if you don't know what you're doing. Typically, Battle Royale games, if you're a fan, they give you access to different guns, different weapons, no classes to choose from to start out as. So in a way, it's kind of a bit simpler. But in Spellbreak, you get to choose your class to start the match off with. I've been favoring the Conduit class, as I like the special ability to summon a thundercloud above an opponent. One thing that I have noticed that Spellbreak is missing is a class with healing abilities. Perhaps in the future they could add something like a Druid class, where if you use your abilities on a teammate, it will heal them, or even if you use it on yourself. But if you direct your attack or your ability towards an enemy, it inflicts damage, or it like roots them, or pretty much causes them to slow down or something. Typically like a druid would do, right? Like give roots to them. Right now, currently the only healing abilities in the game is what you pick up from opening those boxes, where you get the healing potion and you get the shield potion. And so adding something like this would definitely require a lot of balancing and rebalancing, because it's a new mechanic. But I do think that it could be really cool to add something like that to the game and add a new dimension to it. This does have the potential to become overpowered, because if you cast your spell, you stand in it, and you're still, shooting your spell outside of the healing circle, or whatever they would call it. That could kind of get annoying, where people are just standing in their heals all day. But I mean, this could be simply solved by making sure that the rate of healing doesn't exceed the rate of damage that other classes can do to you. Make it so that it is the most effective while outside of combat, because you shouldn't be able to just tank through any amount of damage by just healing. That would be completely broken and kind of defeat the purpose. Everybody would just play healing class then. Even if they don't go with the druid approach, it could be more of a holy spec gauntlet, where you can self-heal and group heal. Have different abilities where maybe you could buff your teammates for like 30 seconds or something like that. I don't know. These are just random thoughts that I've been thinking about over the last week or so. The healing class might be better for squad mode or duo mode. Especially because if you're supposed to be healing, then your focus is not going to be on really doing damage as much, even though you still can do damage. But it could be a really positive thing, because I found that while playing this game, it's really hard to pop a heal while running away from an enemy. I think it was probably like in the first minute and a half of this video, I was running away from somebody, and I had heals on me, but I didn't have a chance to use them because they were just on me. Right now, my typical loadout is Conduit, and also a Tempest or Pyromancer gauntlet as a secondary pick. And my favorite rune that I've been using is the flight rune, which allows you to fly a set distance before it runs out and you just come back to the ground. And this is my favorite because I like to use it if I'm in a tight spot and get away from the battle and go for a heal. And this works a lot of the time, but sometimes you get enemies that also have the flight rune, and they're just gonna catch you. So you either play or get outplayed, I guess. There are lots of things that could potentially be added to this game in the future, not just classes. They could add more items to this game as well, more healing items. if you've ever played World of Warcraft, you know that there's such thing as healing totem. That could be something that they add into it. Not necessarily totems, but some item you throw on the ground, and even if you don't have a healing gauntlet, it could kind of act like a healing gauntlet spell. That could go both ways as well. Let's say you're using a conduit gauntlet and a tempest gauntlet. Maybe they can add in kind of like grenade-like items where you throw it and it lets off like a pyro spell or a frost spell. Things like that. Now that being said, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of changes in this game in the future. Hopefully lots of updates, and hopefully mostly good updates. But I think we can all agree we don't want them to put any type of building in this game like Fortnite, because it's too much. I don't want any magic walls coming up. But yeah, this is just a kind of like a thinking forward video about what they could potentially do in this game, and I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, so I put too much. I put too many clips in this, so I mean, if you want to watch the rest of the clips, there's a victory at the end. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.